She founded an architectural concrete company.
He founded a $100 million clothing company.
She took the world by storm as a social media star.
He took the world by storm as a famous serial entrepreneur.
Together we started a business.
And had babies.
Now we're figuring out the best ways to do both.
Join us as we learn from other entrepreneurs going through the same life struggles.
As they share their life hacks about success, love, kids,
and everything in between.
Welcome to the Pretty and Punk Podcast. My name is Dan Caldwell.
And I'm Ildiko Ferenczi.
And thank you for joining us here on the Closeout Show, closing out 2020. And boy, it has been a year. For a lot of people, it was a really bad year. And I feel for you. And I feel there were a lot of bad things that we dealt with too.
Mm-hmm. It's been tough for everybody. But I feel like let's not try to look at it that way.
I don't want to. I just want to look at, I think it's funny to watch, these, people, people making these memes on Instagram and they're showing, somebody getting hit by a car. This is, 2020. Because it's, I understand that's how it hit us, but remember, it's about how we get back up. Mm-hmm. And that's how, 2020 is not going to be defeating to us.
From my personal experience, though, what I went through in 2019 was so much more intense than 2020. And 2020 was hard, but I just chose to look at it in a different way. I'm so grateful that I'm alive. I'm so grateful that I'm here with my family. I just couldn't help but just really take in all the things that became a blessing from this year. I got to stay home and be with my family and just really make those memories that, especially when the kids are so young, these moments, I can't even believe it. I look at the kids and they're growing in front of my eyes and I'm spending every moment with them. And I feel like those are the things we just need to sit back and really take that in. Like, what a blessing that we got to spend so much time with our family. And that means so much to me personally when I was told that I may lose my family with the health things that I was going through. So for me, thank you, God. What a blessing this year has been to bring us closer together and learn so much about each other. And how about for you?
The glass could be half full or half empty, right?
Right.
And so how are you looking at 2020 this year, and what are you looking forward to in 2021? Mm-hmm. Because we really want to talk on this show about New Year's resolutions.
Right. You really had a chance to learn what you don't like and what you do like, what you want more of, what you don't want more of. And I think this is the time to take the personal inventory and really set goals for next year.
How many people, now I have the notes because I took the notes this morning. How many people do you think finish their goals from a New Year's resolution over the year? How many people do you think finish? What percentage?
I don't know. I'm pretty good at this kind of stuff. So for me, I think I hit all my, I don't know.
For everybody in the world, not just you. Remember, it's an average here. Just take a guess.
Okay, so me a few years ago, probably, I'm just thinking. I'm trying to
just throw
put myself
out.
In the. I don't know. 50%.
50%. Oh my God. Well, you have so much hope in people. I was so much closer to 1% and 2%. So they say 8%, less than 8% of people make it to the end of the year with their New Year's resolution. Less than 8%. 50%.
No.
Yes. Less than 8%.
Oh.
It's pretty sad. They said
so less than 25%. Less
than 25% make it past 30 days.
What? What?
Yeah, so you're already dealing with, out of 100 people, only 25 people actually make it past 30 days.
What kind of resolutions are they putting out there? To build their own house or by hand?
Well, I don't know how they get these numbers, but
Okay, guys, we got to do better. We all got to do better, for sure.
Yeah, so what's some of the New Year's resolutions that people can attack? Well, I mean, I look at it like in business, of course, I remember, when I was starting Tap Out, I remember one of the New Year's resolutions, and I still do it to this day, and I wish I could remember all of them because the company really changed over those years when we were committing to these resolutions. But I remember one that always stuck with me, and I still do it to this day, and I promised myself every single day I will do something to push my business forward. And I've just always done that. Even if it's small, even if it's something very minute, like making a phone call to somebody that has to do with my business, or writing a letter or an email, or putting up a sticker, whatever it is.
That's a great idea, especially we're getting a lot of emails with people doing the pivot. I mean, we've talked about this a lot in the previous shows. A lot of people are doing the pivot where they've had, the 9-to-5 job, and now they're starting businesses. So getting on social media, a lot of people, guys, are deathly afraid of, sharing their personal story with their brand. And I feel like a lot of the people that we talk to that are starting to do this and step out of their comfort zone, whatever it is, just do one step at a time. Maybe, it's going live, but just let people see your story with your business that you're creating. A lot of people are doing this with TikTok. And there's other platforms out there. You got to try to figure out which one you like the best, but getting out there, getting out of your comfort zone.
I'm not dancing. I ain't doing it.
You don't need to dance. And that's the thing. I'm telling them what's really cool is when I first, and I'm.
You tried to get me to dance.
I did. Because I thought that's what it was about. But there's other things that you could do. You could share your story. Like, this is what I'm doing today. And it's just a few seconds. Or you go live on Instagram or Facebook, wherever you're comfortable. But just one step at a time. And I know you were doing that 9-to-5, but now you're an entrepreneur and there's these things that we are so blessed with. Could you imagine if you had all this stuff when you had the days of Tap Out, like going live in the office and showing the warehouse? Like, it is so powerful when people show that stuff. And from the infant stages of their business, people are really incorporating this. Like, today I went live. Today I launched my website for the very first time, and recording that and keeping that. Like, don't you wish you did that? Like, launching
absolutely.
Tap Out
we
for
didn't
the
have
very
any social media.
Exactly. So could you imagine recording all that from the very first day you guys designed the word Tap Out, and you showed your audience on, and maybe it's one person, maybe it's just your family, but people can scroll back and say, oh my gosh, like, this is how it started. So I think that this is
it tells a story.
Yeah. So as he's saying, do one little thing to push your business.
Or what is that going to be for you guys? It could be anything. If you say, hey, this year I'm going to get my website up, or this year I'm going to develop some new business. What is that business? This year, or every single month, I'm going to do 1 month. The first month I'm going to do this. The second month I'm going to do this. And I really like, and I think we've talked about this too, right? That we like the shorter goals. I don't even really like New Year's resolutions, but it's a good time to start. If you haven't started, then let's start now, right? It's a new year, so let's start in our New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
But I think we should have shorter goals. So a goal every 30 days.
What do you mean by shorter goals?
Well, I just mean every 30 days, you should have a goal that you can accomplish. So it's not like I'm going to have my website done by a year. It's I'm going to have my website done by January 30th.
So give yourself that 30-day challenge. Okay,
right.
So like a 30-day challenge.
So your New Year's resolution is...
And
that
then
it could be every single month. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, and then the next month I'm going to do that, and then the next month I'm going to do this.
That makes sense to me because I don't have for me, I feel like New Year's, I do my personal inventory. I see where I'm lacking. I see where I'm doing good, and then I really want to work on all the things I'm lagging in.
Yeah, but doesn't that, see, this is what I like about a New Year's resolution, is that I don't think that people, I mean, I think we're pretty good at, like, if we say we're going to do something, we do it, right? So I'd say I'm going to do something, it's done by the end of the week. You know, we get it done. But I don't feel like we need New Year's resolutions,
I feel
but
like
when
it's taken me years to get to the point where maybe years ago it was like one thing, like I'm really going to commit to my fitness. Yeah, but then now this is a part of my life. Right now I can't commit to my fitness the way I needed to because of health reasons. Like I can't go as hard as I did at the gym, but I am doing little things. Like I haven't let anything
but
go.
I think the commitment should be solid. It should be very spelt out. Like
Absolutely.
I'm going to work out 3 times a week. No matter what, 3 times a week, every single week. You can't say, I'm going to work out more.
What do you think can help people, say, for example, that it is working out or, you know, being more healthy? What is it? What is it that will help them keep that? What is it that's going to, is it maybe that they have bad influence around them? What things can they do? Maybe they
I think
start
they need
a
to
vision
be accountable.
board.
They need to make themselves accountable. So that's put it out on social media. Tell your friends. Right. Tell your spouse. Tell whoever that is in your life, because other people will help hold you accountable. And actually, personally, you hold yourself accountable because you know, hey, my wife knows I just said that I was going to do this, and if I don't do it now,
my kids are watching me.
Yes. You set that example by doing exactly what you say you're going to do.
And then, so then there's tricks that you could get your whole family involved, you know, your kids involved. Obviously, they're watching you. You want them to cheer you on. You don't want to let your kids down. I know what that feeling is like. So every morning, that could be a part of your routine. So dad wants to get fit. Mom's going to help them. Kids are going to help them. How best to do that? They get involved. We create vision boards together. What else could we do? Listen to podcasts, books about getting fit, and just like really making your life around that, really targeting and looking for your friends that are also in that lifestyle.
Yeah, and that mindset.
And surrounding yourself with people like that. And that can apply for anything. Maybe it's business, or maybe you've just had kids and a lot of your friends are still single and, you know, they're kind of pulling you away from your family. Maybe it's time to do that personal inventory and say, hey, who do I know that has kids that also, you know, has the same mindsets or beliefs that I do? Maybe I need to surround myself with more people like that that'll help me be more of a family woman or family man, whatever that is.
And that can be a New Year's resolution. So it's not just like, hey, in the new year, I'm going to do more of this. It could be, look, I'm going to cut this person out of my life because this is toxic, and I'm going to put more, I don't want to say more. I'm going to put 3 more people in my life that are going to be positive influence in my life and my family.
Yeah.
And so that could be a New Year's resolution. Yeah. And that's good. That's a good point too. All these New Year's resolutions don't need to be about your business. They can be about your family. They can be about your commitment to your relationship.
And also surrounding yourself with those business individuals that have family too. There you go. So you surround yourself with those individuals that have family and really believe in keeping their family strong and close. And they also believe in building their business. They just have the same mindset as you. I think that's really, I think honestly, you know, now it's not like a huge aha moment, but maybe that's why people fail at their New Year's resolutions, because they just don't have enough people with that vision that they're trying to accomplish.
Oh, 100%. If you have people around you say, you can eat that.
You're going to the gym. Come on, just one little fried French fry, just one. Come on.
See, if you don't have people that are helping you push towards what your goals are, then you are absolutely going to fail. Yeah. You got to be surrounded by people that are like-minded. Or if they make fun of you for, I don't know, going to church or being with your family, that's not going to make you feel good about being with your family. You just got to cut the negativity out of your life. And what are some of the things we can do with our kids? There's some good New Year's resolutions. One of my New Year's resolutions is at least twice a week, I'm going to read a book to my kids. I want to do it more, but at least twice a week, I'm going to read a book to the kids.
Well,
and you can read some too. You know, I personally am
I do
going to
it
read
every day.
Right. So I
But
personally, I'm going to read 2 books to the kids a week.
That's great. That's great. Because then after once you're in that flow of doing 2 a day, then you add on to it.
Well, I'd love to outdo myself for sure. You know, I love to do 5 a week, but a commitment that I'm not going to break, that I will absolutely live up to. And this is what I think everybody should do.
Can you join us in our morning rituals?
Yeah, so we're gonna have to nail that out and figure that out.
We'll
you
get
guys,
into that.
They do a little more rituals than I do, and so I do a few things. They do lots of things, and so we're gonna have to. We'll talk about that. It's our
morning routine. We'll have another show where we talk about that. But when I started doing this, I noticed their mindset. Again, with what you surround the people around you, it's contagious and it rubs off. So I love it. And then I add more things. So we have quite the list.
And
so
I love
it's a little overwhelming for Dan.
I love watching you guys do it though. Yeah. And I do some of it, but I should do it more.
I can't do all of them every single day, just so you know, like, don't get overwhelmed. But even if you do one thing, like I used to beat myself up like, oh, we didn't do all 10 things. If you only have time for the one, then just commit to that. And that's okay. And then you get back on track. And the funny thing is, my son notices, he's like, we didn't do the breathing. We didn't do exercise today. And we didn't da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I'll explain it. Listen, this happened and we'll do it tomorrow. I'm really excited to do it tomorrow. And we'll pick up where we left off.
Okay. What are some of the relationship things that we can do?
Do you want to start?
Well, we talked about some stuff that, but we can't talk about that on air. And we have a bunch of things that we're working on in our relationship that we want to, because we want to have
a strong relationship.
I think Christmas toys are flying around in the background.
We just had Christmas.
We have some kiddos in the background throwing toys around. People don't think about this, but we should be making relationship goals and relationship commitments as our New Year's resolutions.
I may have to put out a fire. I'm going to give 2 more minutes.
But I think that's important. I think people need to do that. And I think we always talk about, we always make money goals and workout goals and I'm going to lose weight goals and all these goals. But I don't think we see enough relationship commitments.
Well, I think we touched on this before, but saying yes to keeping your relationship priority, and it can be anything, but just things.
Well, it could be like, once a week, I'm going to sit down with my wife or husband and talk about what's going on in their life or what
personal
what their
inventory
dream is,
that jumps up again.
Whatever that might be. I'm going to do this for 1 hour a week. We're going to do this. And that can apply to the kids too. Oh, and even for the family. The fact that,
family meetings,
I'm going to put my phone down and I'm doing this so much better now. I put my phone down, I turn it on airplane mode. And, every day I'm going to turn my phone off for 2 hours and commit some time with the family and be in the moment, doing something very special with my family so that they know I'm committed and I'm here and I'm present.
Yeah, because even working from home, we may not be present the whole day because we're doing stuff and sometimes we get a little misled. It's like, no, I'm with the family, but no,
you're not with the family.
You're not with the family. You're not here. You're not here. No, but I'm here. No, you're not here. So you'll notice that change. Just start small, start small and then build on that.
But make a commitment, something solid, something that you can write down, something that that you can accomplish every single day or every week or whatever that might be, that you can accomplish and that you can live up to. Because I tell you, if you fail, now we can always get back on track. You right the ship. If the ship gets sideways a little bit, you right the ship and you get back on track.
Yeah, don't get down and don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. But it's easier to get, I understand why people stop committing to their goal throughout the year, because what happens is they make a mistake and then they don't do what they say they're going to do for a week or 2 weeks or whatever that is, or they eat that thing that they said they weren't going to eat. And then they just say, and they throw their hands up and they never do it again.
Yeah.
And now their goals screwed up, or their New Year's resolution screwed up. So you got to make a commitment and decide, even if I screw up, I'm going to get back on track, but I'm not going to screw up. What is one of your New Year's resolutions? Just give me one.
Okay. So it's actually something that we're going to be doing with my son, but I'm going to commit because I know, we have a lot of business ideas and sometimes we get sidetracked and we don't follow through all of them. But my son, he's not in sports right now or anything like that. Even his acting classes were put on hold. And he came to me and he wants, and I don't want to give it away, but he wants to do something very specific. And his game plan was so solid. Like, I don't even have one for this thing. Don't you agree? He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
I think I don't want to be too vague about it. So but it is.
He knows exactly what he wants to do. Like, it's very planned. And my New Year's resolution is to help him get this done.
And we should tell him it's his New Year's resolution to get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he already knows. He bugs us every day. Now, we just need to make the time to make this happen. But it's like, I can't even believe that, someone so young has his mind set to do something so big that people our age don't even follow through. So, because I don't have all the things that I've been doing what he wants to do. I've been preparing and anyway, I'm going to help my son get his little business off the ground. And that's your
New Year's resolution?
Yeah. That's my New Year's resolution.
Well,
and you're in on it too.
I'm going to be dragged into this one for sure. And I should clarify, it's not that we don't follow through with things. It's that we just put things aside because it's not the right time to do them.
Right,
We can't do them.
Exactly.
So, I try to make sure that we follow through with every single thing we do. We say we're going to do. But if we start it, we're going to finish it. That's what we do as a family. As entrepreneurs,
we get a million ideas.
Yes.
And then, we have them in our notes. I think all entrepreneurs can agree with us. It's like ideas, write them all down and keep them there and then move on the ones that make sense. But the way he came to me, it made sense. I'm like, Dan, we can do. I told my son to tell him his idea, and Dan's like, "Oh, we have to go through with this."
Yeah, I just take offense to saying that we don't follow through with something.
Okay, no. If I say that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. It's just, we have.
Let's follow through, people. Let's find our New Year's resolutions. And
but can we be involved in like 70 businesses at once?
No. We shelf things. But if we start it, we're finishing it.
That's right. Okay? We have to choose the ones that make sense. And right now, like this podcast, I feel like this is our calling. There's so many marriages and falling apart.
Oh,
no joke.
And we got so many great guests coming on this next year. We love doing these shows together too, because when we first started the podcast, we were trying to decide whether we wanted to do shows with just us talking, because I feel like I love having conversations with her. That's what you guys asked for,
but I said, I feel like we should have guests.
But we wanted to do both. So we have guests too, and we have so many good guests coming on next year. So I can't wait to have you guys listen to our show. We love doing this show for you guys and for ourselves. It really is something special. And we want to bring up one of our guests that passed away over the holiday. He's episode 114. I really want you to hear some of the great stuff the person that he was, and there's so many people have so many great things to say about him. But Sam Bakhtiar is just an incredible person, young, my age, passed away suddenly. Over the Christmas holiday, and our prayers go out to his family.
He's a young entrepreneur with a family, and he just
had a brand new baby boy.
Beautiful new baby. And that's the thing, guys. What is Christmas really about? It's about being together and sharing the love and leaving a legacy. And he's done such a great job at that, at being a wonderful father and helping so many people and leaving a mark like nobody would have ever expected that he would pass. And it just makes me emotional because, you don't plan on these things. So just really, your loved ones, let them know how loved they are. Incorporate them into your life every day, because you don't want to wake up, in a hospital bed and then you don't have a chance to do it again, or God forbid, suddenly you were just taken away. Leave that beautiful legacy that he was able to leave behind. Everybody loves him.
Tomorrow isn't promised to us.
No,
and we just have to be prepared. Be prepared for that it could happen at any time. And that means both in your business and in the things you need to do for your family, telling your family you love them every day.
And maybe it's a moment for everybody to just really think and do, and I'm going to say it again, do that personal inventory. Are you doing what you love doing? Are you doing what's going to leave a legacy? Like, thank God that that's what he was doing. He was talking to such incredible people. He's left his mark on this world. Yeah. Like, he was doing what he loved doing, and he was helping the world and leaving such incredible value and messages. It's all there. Thank God.
We've been praying for his family all week, and we really, our hearts and prayers go out to his family, and
everybody
kiss your loved
else
ones,
that's going through this. I know it's not. Everybody's going through loss at Christmas. There's a lot of people dealing with it. So kiss your loved ones and hug your loved ones every morning. Tell them you love them.
Thank you guys for joining us on this episode of the Pretty and Punk podcast. If you got something from listening today, don't forget to share it with your friends, especially those ones that need to make New Year's resolutions. We know that there's other people out there that need this information, so share the episode.
And don't forget to tag us on Instagram and TikTok. We want to celebrate you doing your thing as a parent entrepreneur. Send us the photos, send us the videos, tag us. And also, when you guys leave a review, we love to share them with the kids. They've really been enjoying them, so keep that up. And
if you want to connect with us at prettyandpunk.com and on Instagram at prettyandpunkpodcast. Find all the links below in the show notes. And thank you again for listening. Remember, life doesn't happen to us. It happens for us.
And love and kiss and hug the ones that are right next to you. Let them feel the love every single day.
We'll see you in 2021.
Thanks for listening. Please subscribe.